name is Jacqueline Stephanie Gomez Moram, and today I am going to talk about my life. Well, I am 22 years old. My birthday is in August 11. I have one older brother. He's 24 years old. His name is Odir Steven Gomez Moram. And our parents got divorced when we were little kids. And my brother and my mother and I live with my grandmother in Soyapango. I was a shy girl and I still am. And I tried to change that. And when I was a child, I was very restless and sometimes I caused problems for my mom. Well, my mom works in a beauty salon, and I remember that once she took me to her work, and at the day I was bored and I was walking from here to there, and she was hiring a client, and I told her that I was bored, and she told me, go sit down and wait for her. Then I sat in one of the chairs that I was alone, and I saw a hair straightener next to it. I think it was hanging on the wall, and I didn't see it was connected. And then I have a brilliant idea of touching it, and I burned my fingers. And I remember that I cried, and my mom heard me, and she ran out and saw me and asked me what happened. And when she found out, she laughed. And she asked me if I want to try again. And I remember that I got angry and cried. Yeah. Well, the good thing is that it wasn't serious, just like my fingers. And my mom put me a cream on my fingers, but I don't know the name of the cream, but it was very good. And that's one the funniest things that I remember that I'm doing. My first school in which I studied was Liceo Montes de San Bartolo. I had my best friend who also was my neighbor. She was my first best friend, and I remember that we played on my house or her house. We played on the swing every day. Then we moved in with my mom and my brother when I was 12 years old. It was a bit difficult for me to get used a new school, to the area, and I separated to my grandmother and my best friend. We lived in the Escalon because they were close to where my mom works. She had rented a house and we three live alone, my mom, my brother and I. My second school when I started and I finished my high school, it was in Angel Maria Pedrosa. And then they gave me my first puppy. I was very excited. His name was Doggy. It was a schnauzer, and he was with me for 4 years. Sadly, he dies. Well, later at college, for my mother, feel bad for me because I was very sad for my puppy. And then she gave me a little dog. She was a Chihuahua. Her name was Perlita. She was very happy and she always running from everywhere. She was restless sometimes. She was only with me for 2 years because she also died. After a year, my mother and I adopted a puppy in a place where they protect street animals. I named him Rocco. They told me that he was 3 years old and I have been with him 4 years and I still have him, and he's a cooker. He's black skin. I love him so much. He's nice. It is a medium, it's not that big, and it's my baby. We moved because my mom didn't have enough money for the rent, and we moved in with my mom's sisters and my cousins. We live in an apartment now. My cousins and my brother and I love each other very much. Well, I like to watch movies. I have seen Harry Potter's and also Marvel's. I like all the movies Marvel's and others that I don't say because otherwise I am going to take a while since they are a lot. And I like to watch anime. I have seen Naruto, Tokyo Ghoul, Shingeki no Kyojin, and Gakuen Alice, Inuyasha, a lot. Well, I have a list of several spending animes. Yeah, I also like to read the manga. The manga are like comic strip. I read them on my phone, on the internet, because I don't have a book, because I don't have money. So sad. I also like listening to music in my free time, and I also like to go to the shopping with my mother and my brother. Sometimes to the Forever Small. I measure all of the blouses that I like, and I only end up buying one because of course only one is enough, and my mother and brother get bored but they love me. I like the spicy food, either in fresh salad, tacos, fish, churros, and in the shrimp cocktail. It's very delicious. I like it. I feel like I will eat every day. I love it. And my favorite drinks, they are lemonade and yogurt. For me, there are the drinks that I like the most. I think somewhat my weakness are my fears that things will go wrong, but I always have the support of my family. I consider myself a lucky person for everything that I have. Well, one of my best moments was my 15 years. They celebrate me at Hotel Terraza. My dress was pastel pink. I have my little crown, my ring of 15, and I still have it. Well, and I take care of it very much because I don't want to lose it. And also my heels that were very high, and I looked very tall. And I remember that I only used them for the balls. Then I took them off because I couldn't stand them anymore. And my mom that time, I don't know where she was. And I have to run without shoes because they call me the party for the dance and I don't have an option. I have a nice time with my family and friends. At the beginning, it was a meeting with the pastor. Then the dance. I danced with a friend of my cousin. Half of the gift were from envelopes and the other half were gifts. And a friend of my mom gave me a piano keyboard and I screamed because I was very excited. It was funny. I am very Christian person and I thank God for all the good things that happened to me. God is one of my motive and essential reason for living and being. I am studying degree English languages. This is my third cycle. First, God, I would like to graduate first and then be able to speak other languages. Then I would like to be able to talk with the people from another country. Also travel and learn about the cultures. Well, that's all that I can tell you about my life. I appreciate that you listen to me, even the crazy things that I say. Take care and God bless you. Bye.